Fresh controversy erupted over the newly constituted panel to examine and make recommendations to hold simultaneous elections in the country. This after sources suggested that Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury, who was made a member of the 8-member panel, backed out at the last minute after having given his assent. This they questioned whether it was under pressure from his party. The Congress leader himself said that no such acceptance had been given.
But it is certainly bad for parties like the Congress. It is bad for parties that prey on weak and vulnerable people and have no interest in a prosperous India. So I am not surprised that the dynasty and the Gandhi family has called up Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury ji and said don't join the committee.
देखिए, अधीर रंजन चौधरी को इसलिए रखा है कि वो विपक्ष के नेता हैं, लेकिन उनका भी कार्य का दुर्भाग्य है कि एक परिवार के साथ जुड़े हुए नतमस्तक हुए, उन परिवार को जब तक आगे नहीं करेंगे वो आगे बढ़ नहीं सकते। सोनिया कहना है तभी तो कांग्रेस में रहना है, तो इसलिए उसने यही उसका डर है और कुछ नहीं।
Well, it's ample clear now when Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury says that he has got a call and he said that he will give suggestions, but in the last moment he backed out, saying that I don't want to be in the committee. On whose instruction he did that? So all these kind of activities is always pioneered by the Gandhi family and Mr. Rahul Gandhi.
मुझे लगा कि मुझे कुछ बोलना जरूरी है। मेरे फोन पे नहीं, मेरी ऑफिस की हमारे सेक्रेटरी की फोन पे एक कॉल आई प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब का, जो प्रिंसिपल सेक्रेटरी मिश्रा जी का। उनसे मेरा जान पहचाना इसलिए कि मैं कभी कभी पीएम साहब के दफ्तर जाते हैं या सीडीसी की चयन करने, ये सरकार एक कमेटी बनाने जा रहे हैं, ये इस कमेटी में आपको शामिल करना सरकार की मंशा है। ये कमेटी की अगुवाई करेगी हमारे फॉर्मर प्रेसिडेंट गोविंद साहब ने। तो ये वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन आप जो सोच रहे हैं, सारे कागजात मेरे पास भेजिए। कागजात देखने के बाद मैं अपना विचार रखूंगा और उस
Sanju Verma continues to be with us. We are also joined by Mr. Sridhar Reddy of the BRS, Qamar Zaman Chaudhary, leader of the Congress. Sanju Verma, Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury says these are canards being spread about him.
What are the canards?
That he accepted to be on the panel.
See, whether it's a canard or not, the fact of the matter is that at this point in time, he has categorically refused. And not only refused, I'm actually appalled by the language he said while declining to be a part of the committee. He said that the move by the centre to constitute a high-level committee is constitutionally suspect, pragmatically non-feasible, and the sudden attempt to thrust a constitutionally suspect, pragmatically non-feasible, and logistically unimplementable idea on the nation months before the general elections raises serious concerns about the ulterior motives of the government. So I will go as per what the written word is, and the written word is that Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury feels that the concept of one nation, one election or one nation, one policy is constitutionally not sanctified as per legal dictum. Whereas I want to remind him that in 2003, when Atal Bihari Vajpayee and Sonia Gandhi met, it was not formal, but apparently informally, Sonia Gandhi had taken kindly to the concept of one nation, one election, mooted then by Atal Bihari Vajpayee. And in 2010, L.K. Advani and the then Finance Minister Pranab Mukherjee also had a discussion and converged on the idea that one nation, one election is something which is doable. So the limited point I'm making is, and most importantly, Subhash Kashyap, who's one of the senior most, a nonagenarian, and who's on the committee. He was the Secretary General of Lok Sabha and was a member of Parliament way back in 1953 when Nehru was the Prime Minister. Subhash Kashyap has been a bona fide congressman for the longest time. And he also feels that one nation, one election is workable.
Respond, Qamar Zaman Chaudhary. And today Mr. Kharge said that this is going to turn India into a dictatorship. How?
Yeah, Padmaja, if you remember clearly, we had the parliamentary election and the assembly elections together in 1952, 57 and I believe in 62 also. We all started as a nation that way, but over the period of time it all changed because different states had different elections, then that had to be respected. Now the entire scenario is that state issues have become very different from the national issues. So why is Narendra Modi government so adamant on bringing in such a big reform at the doorstep of the 2024 elections? That's point number one. And point number two is when BJP or the government of India proposed this committee, you see the composition of the committee, where the Congress party has got the maximum objection. We all, of course, know that in a democracy we need to have a consultative process. You see, I will give you one or two examples of the composition of the entire committee where the Congress party or Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury is opposing to be a member of this committee. You take the example of M.K. Singh, you take the example of Subhashi Kashyap, you take the example of Sanjay Kothari. M.K. Singh was an IAS officer. He went to the Rajya Sabha from the BJP to the Finance Commission. So, in fact, he was a member of the BJP. Sanjay Kothari, he is the person who recommended the Good Governance Day on Christmas 25th of December to Narendra Modi, and we are celebrating it as a Good Governance Day on the Christmas. All aligned with the ideologies of the Narendra Modi government. You have got Subhashi Kashyap. He received the Padma Bhushan on 2015 from Narendra Modi government. And he favored the idea openly in 2021. And that too was declared by one of the spokesperson.
Well, going by that logic, Mulayam Singh Yadav was given Padma Vibhushan. Does that make him a BJP person?
Then let me finish.
Tarun Gogoi got the Padma Vibhushan from the BJP government. Does that make him a BJP man?
Ghulam Nabi Azad. No.
Okay, very quickly, Sanju Verma, this is weighted heavily in favor of the BJP. Weighted heavily in favor of the BJP. You have pre-decided the outcome.
I just want to say, since we are talking about the composition of the committee, Ghulam Nabi Azad, one of the members of the committee, has been a congressman for the longest time, including being the Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir from a Congress platform, including being the leader of the opposition on behalf of the Congress. And I want to correct Kamru Zaman. M.K. Singh became a member of the Rajya Sabha for the first time under whom, thanks to the JDU. And JDU today is not a part of the BJP, but a part of the I.N. इसलिए debate पर पढ़ लिख कर आया करो. M.K. Singh was sent to the Rajya Sabha by the JDU. Aka Palturam, he was not sent to the Rajya Sabha by the BJP. बिना पढ़े लिखे गलत facts मत बोलो national television पर. And by the way, Subhash Kashyap was a member of parliament for the first time when Nehru, your Priya Nehru ji was the prime minister. But today he has suddenly become a BJPian because he was given a Padma award. कहाँ से लाते हो इतनी hypocrisy?
Okay, let me begin, Mr. Reddy. The Congress's argument is now the state issues and central issues are different, so two elections cannot happen together, and yet your party continues to support. Why is it, Mr. Reddy? Do you not care for state issues?
Definitely, definitely, this BJP government has brought this proposal only for political advantage to them, not in the national interest. If there is a national interest, they would have brought this long time before. Okay, why only exactly before the elections? Now that there are many issues are coming up and central government image is, declining, so they brought forward this particular issue. And we have serious doubts from the day one. We are saying this is brought intentionally. This committee is an eyewash. Can anyone imagine a committee formed by the central government will go against the Modi government wishes or Modi ji wishes? Modi ji as a prime minister was advocating this from a long time that these elections should happen, one nation, one election should happen. So why the committee will go against it? And where is the representation for South India in this?
Okay.
Do you think that South Indian leaders, South Indian constitutional experts, South Indian officers of different expertise.
But sir,
cannot be a
I
part
just
of the
want to
committee.
quote to you what
Doesn't
your
matter.
party submitted in its formal opinion. In 2017, the TRS, Telangana Rashtra Samiti, said we are in favor of simultaneous elections. Each time 4 to 6 months of time is spent in conducting elections, each time to Lok Sabha State Assembly. Entire state and district level administration and security machinery is engaged with elections twice in 5 years. Imposition of MCC for such long duration disrupts developmental and welfare activities. Incidentally, another party which had also supported simultaneous elections at that time was the Samajwadi Party. There is a much longer debate because it is a much bigger reform, requires much more consultation. But can there be reform without consultation? Why is consultation being boycotted? Bigger debate later on India Upfront. For now, the gentleman and Sanju Verma, thanks for joining me.
Co-presented by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, Growing Legacies.
Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime, Raho Befikar. Co-powered by Riva University, a social impact multidisciplinary university.
Co-powered by Star Health Insurance, the health insurance specialist. Co-powered by the new Kia Seltos, the badass reborn.
RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, growing legacies over 200 years.
Hi, what's that? That's a Manish Malhotra. Not your dress. The cupboard. The laminate is a Manish Malhotra design.
Century Laminates by Manish Malhotra. Fashion for your furniture.
Live it up, live it up.
इंश्योरेंस कोई आरओआई नहीं है। एमएफ ईयर चेक कर, हाई होगा। क्या है?
आप बीपी चेक कीजिए, हाई होगा। हाई बीपी से सीकेडी हो सकता है और उसके ट्रीटमेंट से आपका टोटल लाइफ सेविंग्स खत्म। एसएचआई ले लो।
एसएचआई
स्टार हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस। अपनी सेविंग्स को बचाइए स्टार हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस के साथ, द हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस स्पेशलिस्ट।
They say take a broad view of life. How about a wild view? The Sonnet HDK Plus with sunroof at 9.76 lakhs.
Kia, movement that inspires.
IEM UEM, a distinguished educational institution, emphasizes placements, academic discipline, and foreign study opportunities.
सर मैंने स्काईस्केप में घर ले लिया है।
स्काईस्केप वही है ना, शाम होते ही मच्छर टेक ऑफ कर देते हैं और मेट्रो का काम चलने से पूरी टर्ब्यूलेंस रहती है वहाँ, है ना?
आपने कहाँ देख लिया?
99 एकर्स रेटिंग्स एंड रिव्यूज। जो साइट विजिट ना दिखाए वही ये बताए। अब हर कोई बनेगा प्रॉपर्टी एक्सपर्ट विद 99 एकर्स। घर लेना हो या बेचना, 99 एकर्स से ही पूछना।
Keep fashion fluid with Maersk Integrated Logistics.
Excellent infrastructure and more than one job offer on average per student. University of Engineering and Management, Kolkata and Jaipur.
They say take a broad view of life. How about a wild view? The Sonnet HDK Plus with sunroof at 9.76 lakhs.
Kia, movement that inspires.
टिप चाहिए? पैसा लगाना है तो सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम पे लगाओ। डूबेगा नहीं, जलेगा भी नहीं, कोई खा नहीं जाएगा, धोखा नहीं देगा, ऊपर नीचे भी नहीं होगा, सेफ रहेगा और मिनिमम 30 साल का रिटर्न देगा। अब इससे बेटर इन्वेस्टमेंट है तो बताओ। सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम, रहो बेफिक्र।
RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, growing legacies over 200 years.
Quick look at what is making news across the country.